Okay, bipolar. Um, Bipolar is also not only is it a manic depression state of mind, it's also similar to schizophrenia, as in it has psychosis tendencies, and a lot of it's based around myth bipolar. But I feel that um, uh, they have proved more about bipolar in the last 10 years than they ever have, because as I was saying about schizophrenia, bipolar uh, doesn't have the same effect as schizophrenia. As in, when you have schizophrenia, your thought is invaded by demons and so forth. Bipolar projects outwardly towards these creatures, and then or demons, and then they in turn reciprocate. So uh, um, bipolar people have to be careful of getting angry or too high or too low. These all these symptoms that bipolar have can be quite fearful, because they're being threatened, uh, because they're projecting into the spirit world. So um, I think that uh, bipolar is almost like a disease. It's a handicap. Um, you your space becomes very hollow, and you're pushing everything up and out, and it can get quite scary. So um, they feel a lot of fear, but they still love a lot. Schizophrenics feel empty also, but not hollow. So bipolar people find it easier to manage their symptoms, but I think they're in more they have an easier time than schizophrenics. They seem to cope better, but it's not without due respect. It's still hard for them. They still need medication like all other people with mental illnesses, and they still need a lot of help, but they can give help better. So yeah, they're very cluey people, bipolar people. They're very much onto other people's space, and they know all about how to help other people. Schizophrenics have to try a lot harder. They have to think about themselves a lot to help other people. So and that's one way for schizophrenics to get better. They by thinking about themselves and how to actually help the people around them, because people in communities are always helping each other. Community living is based around a bipolar person's central nerves, so central nervous system. I would say that bipolar people would like to block a lot of their feelings out because of what's happening with them, but they need to get over that fear, and that's the way they can heal. Same as everybody else. I think people with bipolar have a better success rate at healing themselves. Schizophrenics find it very hard to get over what people say or feel about them, when it's all relevant anyway, and they have a very bad problem with dwelling, and they need their own space, and they find the dark strange, and they they sort of tend to push people away from them, where bipolar people are more likely to talk to you, and they remember things about being sane, and they have gibs and gabs and little things that they remember and stuff like that. So yeah, I think bipolar would be the healthier mental illness, but it's also very dangerous for them. So that's all.